Thank you so much for joining us today, and happy Thanksgiving to you are in the Americas. Happy Thanksgiving and salutations to each and every one of you guys. This is my day of power, my Fedifun Oya, and this is also my Fedifun Ayao, and also to those that operate with the Jupiterian energy, to my Sages out there, that universal law applicable to each and every one of you guys. This is going to be a great live. To all of you guys that are in the Christianity faith, understand that I'm going to teach something today to bring clarity if you want to learn and you want to respect the traditions of energy, frequency, and vibration. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for being a part of what we do on this platform. And to each and every one of you guys, as you are being notified that I am live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. To each and every one of you guys on this day, while you are celebrating and you are being with your family, you have probably already eaten and some of y'all relaxing. Oh, it's been a day. I had spent me some time with my sister today, and I just enjoyed myself with my nieces and my nephews. And thank you to each and every one of you guys. What's up there, my baby Scorpio in the house? What's up, Renee? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lydia, my Fedifun Oshun. Then I got my son from Philadelphia, Chris. We appreciate you as well. What's up, Rhonda Aries in the house? Then we got my Karen O'Brien. What's up, Pisces? And also, I know that's my Gemini. And I got El Bay Bendición, Sagittarius in the house. There go my Boaz in the house. Pisces, I got Pisces, Gemini, I got Sagittarius, I got Aries. Thank you guys for being with us on this day. And happy Thanksgiving to those. Even though we understand the concept of what Thanksgiving is, but this is still my day of power. I've done Conjure. I did spend some time with my sister, and I ate at my sister, and then Sister Tree had got me some food, so I got some nightcaps to go on. I got, I've been at it today. I've also been at the cemetery. I want to talk to y'all. Cemetery on today. My day of power is my day of power. Don't matter what's going on. I'm getting in triple time. Yes, baby. I'll be at work tomorrow. Yeah, I'm actually tired. I've been going at it quite a minute. But I will be there tomorrow with that triple time. UPS pays us triple tomorrow. My Fedifun on Friday. All right, so I will be getting that money and putting that towards the workings that we are doing. Now, on tonight, I want to tell you guys I have a personal treat for many of you guys, especially if you're trying to learn real conjure and real spirituality. So y'all know I'm going to give you the 411. What's up there, my eldest son? Trey is in the house, Cancer. Then we got his moon is in Aries, and then his rising sign is Sagittarius. What's up, Karen Cartwright in the house? Cancer, we much love you and appreciate you guys on the platform. Don't forget to hit that like button before we get started today. I want to say salutations to my Madrina and to my Padrino, to my Oba, and to my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and Palo. Also to Shango. Shango, he done had Thanksgiving. I've been up early with Shango, but he's still tripping. Because he ready for me to walk him. But we thank God for each and every one of you guys on this platform. What's up, Sean Dennison and family? What's up, love, and happy Thanksgiving? You loving it? Yeah, thank you, darling. All right, Renee, y'all, I'm feeling this. All right, y'all know I'm gonna be rocking hard and rocking strong. Okay, now I'm gonna be talking about something today. If you understand energy, frequency, and vibration, this is going to help out a lot. That's right. That's my Sean Dennison is my Leo in the house. So we're going to be talking about some good stuff today. And listen, it don't matter if you just started out. It doesn't matter if you're intermediate or advanced. It doesn't matter if you just on the outside looking. It doesn't matter if you don't even like me. Truth. One thing I love about truth stands all by itself. And what I tell y'all got, when I talk about real magic, we all have everyday situations. And a lot of times, because we do not understand how to deal with those situations, a lot of times we may find ourselves in a situation that we are arguing or trying to take matters in our own hand. Let me tell you something. As a child of Oya, as a child of Oshun, as a crown Santero by the king of this religion, Shango, I am telling you, as a Polaro of these ATRs, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to share some stuff on tonight. What's up there, Darius, my Pisces in the house? Now, y'all know how I rock on my day of power. So if you don't have your talisman, y'all know these are 300 a piece. This is my Fedifun Oshun. Some of you already get your my Fedifun Oya. I did send some of y'all talisman out, so you to be expecting those in the near future. My Fedifun Ogun, my Fedifun Obatala, my Fedifun Eligwa, and my wait a minute, did I forget one? I said my Fedifun Oh yeah, I think I did. I sent that the one I had up here out already, so I got to get another one to put up here. But these are the cards that I read from to each and every one of you that don't know, to my Christian buddies. These are the cards that I read from. 72 Names of God, Technology of the Soul. In honor of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, on this day, he would be gonna cook dinner for everybody and had us around here twitching our toes, and we certainly do miss him, not only for his cooking, but just for his unusual character and also his laughter. It was a very tough day for me today, but we are here and I am doing what God has chosen and called me to do. What's up there, my blue Smurfette in the house? From New York City, Aquarius. Now, if you guys have your Orishas or you have your time, what's up, love? My ATRS. Yes, baby. I am burning dragon blood mixed with my money blessing incense on today. And I'm also mixing that with Blockbuster. This is Jupiterian energy with lightning involved in my working on today. I'm going to teach y'all some stuff if you let me. Now, y'all know I do not teach my personal practice, but I teach universal laws, and this is applicable no matter what ATR that you practice in, or if you getting this type of work done and you have somebody that's fighting for you, I'm going to share some stuff with you. Especially if you got your graveyard work done, watch what I'm going to talk about. Where's my Blockbuster right here? There we go. Now, my subject tonight, on my day of power, on the day of Thanksgiving, I did TikTok video. Also, I'm going to post it on my YouTube platform as well. But this is when I talk about gratitude. I'm going to be talking about something today that to every one of you guys that are warrior or warlike tendencies, or you got somebody warring in your behalf, I'm going to teach y'all because I deal with this stuff a lot, and I also want to share with you guys when you're on the other end of a strike, okay? Because a lot of times in Christianity, we have been taught that God gonna fix everything and Jesus paid it all, and we find that you taking in certain defeats because you're not utilizing common sense and you're not rationalizing and you're not counting up the cost. So to all of you guys, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons on being on each side of this this ability that I call the ATR striking powers through Conjure. How we strike our adversaries or adversarial people or people that conspire against us. And I want to talk about that today on my day of power because that's what I find to do. Some of you guys do not know that I was given legal right over the remains of Minister Mario. He signed off that I would have legal rights over his remains, and whatever I decide to do with his body would be up to my preference. So I went out today after leaving my sister's house. I went out there today, and somebody had broke up one of the plates that I had out there and took off a very nice. To those that don't know me, I went to Home Goods. I spend really good money on when I do anything, but especially when I do something for somebody I love and somebody that is crowned Mafedi Funo Chosi. I have certain things out there on his grave that are very costly, and these people have decided to destroy it, okay? So I want to teach y'all that if you are spiritual and you're dealing with situations and circumstances, I want to teach you guys to understand. Now, I want you guys to understand, I do not use Minister Mario's spirit to do any of these types of workings because I have my own egoons. I just basically venerate his spirit and venerate his and give him offering so he can feed off that energy as he continues to transcend and transition in the spirit world. And because he is in the land of the Orishas, there are certain things that I have to do ceremonial and offer to his spirit. Now, those that have been knowing me for years, including my son on here, I have had striking power way before I even knew that a Minister Mario existed. I'm the reason why he's called Minister Mario because I ordained him. I am the reason why he's crowned Mafedi Funo Ochosi because I was a part of that process, even though that was in his line of succession. So I said that to give you the understanding when people try to lie and make what you're doing about something else other than love, other than esteeming your brother or your sister higher than yourself. They try to make it look demonic, and that's what Christian people that have grew up under colonization have become very good at demonize. When they can't defeat something, they're trying to figure out how I do what I do. Well, I'm going to explain how I do what I do, so you can get off of Minister Mario and understand that an Apostle Ely doesn't need Minister Mario to do what he do, okay? Because I got other relatives in that same cemetery that are more qualified to do what I need to get done than Minister Mario, okay? Remember, he just started learning magic since he got around me. I got bloodline been doing magic from the ground, okay? And that's still no strike or disrespect to Minister Mario, son of Wachosi, because he learned his spirituality and that aspect from Apostle Ely. I'm going to first come from 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, verse 18. 2 Kings 6th chapter, verse 18 says this. And when they came, these are the people that are coming trying to apprehend Elisha. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, smite. The word smite means to hit. This people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elijah. Now, to all of you guys that I try to explain, and I've said this over and over, if you are not building a strong relationship with your Eguns, with your ancestors, with your Loas, with your Nkisi, whatever it is that you with, this is what gives you your striking power. Now, what people don't understand, you going and petitioning spirit that you do not have a relationship, a committed relationship, a full-time relationship, a relationship of reciprocity, it limits your ability and what they are willing to do for you. Now, remember, when we're reading these scriptures, we should have the understanding that Elisha is in service to Yahweh. He is in service to the divine spirit. And therefore, the divine spirit is in relationship and in relation to Elijah. A lot of us are going out here in these ATRs and we're doing spells. We're putting veves together. We're doing patipimbas. We're constructing things that have to do with magic. But your striking power actually comes from your relationship with said spirit. In this particular case, it is Yahweh that Elisha has the relationship with. And the Bible said that he did, or God did, according to what the request of Elijah. If you are in the ATR and you are in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, yes, the instrument is one thing, but the force behind the strike is more severe when there is a proper and an edifying relationship between the man and the divine, or the woman and divine. And depending on how the spirit feels about that individual is how aggressive those spirits are going to move for that individual. Okay? So we have found out today through Elijah, prayer to the divine is to smite his adversary. When people give you faulty intelligence, they lead you. I know that, Trey, that is such a good, it's the truth though. When people give you faulty intelligence and telling you that people are doing stuff, let me tell y'all something. Why is it's important to have not only a good reader, but an honest, a moral reader? Because if you got people willing to tell you anything for a lie, they'll have you believing that you're in the right for doing certain things, when the truth is that person ain't even bothering you, and you're literally trespassing on their peace. You're literally trespassing on their joy. You may be trespassing on their grievance process, and you don't even know it because you're getting the wrong intelligence, and therefore, and you think that these people are being truthful with you because you already got a problem with the person. A lot of times it's easier to convince somebody of something when you already got a personal issue. Okay? What's an unveiling and Pisces in the house? They lead you down many false trails. I like the way you said it. I'm going to read this again because this is really good what Trey said. When people give you faulty intelligence, they lead you down many false trails. Okay? Somebody catching on. So then we got Malachi, the 4th chapter, verse 6. It says this, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to the father, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. So earlier we found out that you can strike somebody with blindness by having a relationship with the divine. And now we're finding out that God himself will smite the earth. That means you can smite somebody's foundation with a curse. You can call evil upon the very foundation by which they stand. See, a lot of times, because people don't have clarity and understand what real spirituality is, a lot of times they think that they're on safe ground. Somebody of my status does not have to come where you are. Somebody of my status does not have to know your name. Somebody of my status does not have to know who all is involved. All I need to say to the divine and speak to the spirits of the cemetery, whoever that was that touched, and just like you broke up that plate, may your life be broken. May your peace be broken. May your organs in your body be as broken and as shattered as that plate that you broke. Whosoever touched that plate and they ripped and removed that, may your peace be removed. May your joy, your prosperity, may your health flee from you and be as broken as you have broken that plate. See, when somebody like me starts to conjure, we can take the very action. We can smite you with the very action that you took against us. I don't have to call no name, whoever did it. Whoever. That is the purpose of you having a relationship. See, some of y'all think it's about being able to know everything. When you are walking with the divine, as long as God's eyes are in every place, as long as the head spirit of the cemetery, the mother and the father of that cemetery, at least, and as long as that my ancestors that are out there buried in that, as long as those bones know who touched the grave of Minister Mario, that's all I need. So therefore, whosoever had entered into that cemetery with the intention of doing what they did, may God smite them. And let me tell y'all something about doing right. You don't have to ever worry about somebody cursing you. Because a curse undeserved will not rest. But a curse that is deserved gonna stick. Like Gorilla Glue. Then we got Matthew the 26th chapter, verse 31. Now listen at this. Because I need y'all to understand that if you're going to operate in energy, frequency, and vibration, whether you're using hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and Palo, it is important that you have a relationship. Listen, let me go ahead and I'm going to show you like this. Matthew 26 and 31. Build relationship before you start doing this type of conjure. What's up, Mary Bond? Matthew 26, 31 says this. Then Jesus said unto them, all ye shall be offended of me, because of me this night, for it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad. Now, why am I talking about this? Because we need to understand in Matthew 26 that when you smite the ringleader, when you get the head, you scatter the followers. A lot of you guys are worried about sometimes the wrong people. You got to understand who conspired against you. You got to understand those that, because there people out here in these spiritual streets, and when people got an issue with you, it's always they always need a group of people to be in agreement with. They already got a problem with what I practice. It ain't that somebody got to really make them do anything. When people have a problem with what you're doing, it's very easy for other people to sway them. So what you have to do because of your relationship, this is why you have to be chosen and divinely anointed. And this is why you have to have a strong relationship. Mafedifun Oya, Mafedifun Ayao, Mafedifun Shango, Mafedifun. And then I also have a personal relationship with the spirit of the dead because I'm a child of the dead. See, the wrong place to bother me would be the cemetery. It would, between the cemetery and the ocean, those are the worst places to be fooling with Apostle Ely. You understand? I have greater powers in those areas. Because those areas are my element. So, in this case, instead of smiting the co-worker, ask God to smite the one that hired the co-worker, that won't fire the co-worker. Sometimes the problem ain't the person that's doing it. Sometimes it's the ringleader that's pulling the strings with that individual. Because some of y'all, because you don't have a discerning eye, you don't understand all the pieces on the chess table. You don't understand all the players in the game, and so therefore sometimes you take down the wrong people, even though you deal with a circumstance situation, but that they are not the one that keep initiating. Because as long as you don't get the source of a thing, you will always be dealing with the output of the source. What's up there, my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina in the house? The reason why I can share y'all with a lot of the wisdom that I share, I've been doing this a very long time, and a lot of you guys don't even consider certain things. The reason why you keep dealing with certain stuff, because you ain't got the ringleader. Huh? You didn't get the one that keeps sending out the flunkies. I'm going to say that again. You have not gotten the one that keeps sending out the flunkies. If you don't get the ringleader, the operation's still going to manifest. They just going to find somebody else to carry out their wishes. You understand? So therefore, when you are talking to the divine, and when you're talking to the Most High, when you're talking to the one that is in charge, when I talk to the head of the cemetery, now see, you might have the president of the Wabassa cemetery, but what you don't have is the ruling spirit of that cemetery. What you don't have is the one that guards that cemetery. What you don't have is the one that rules over the city of Wabassa. See, I speak with those that are in charge. So the next time you drive through the crossroad, you get a strike. Because I speak. You understand? See, when you're dealing with somebody that's connected, got a relationship, this is why Elijah was able to tell his lad, what are you afraid of? There's more with us than with them. See, a lot of times when you walk in this spiritual journey and you really don't know what kind of striking power hoodoo got. You really don't know what kind of striking power voodoo got. You really don't know what kind of striking power Obia got. Therefore, you don't have the level of confidence that's necessary. But because even though the lad was walking with Elijah and seen certain things, he never seen Elijah get down with an army. You understand? Sometimes people can be following you, and because they have not seen you get down a certain type of way, they can lack certain confidence in your outcome. They can see what's coming up against you and feel like you are outnumbered. But Elijah was not moved, just like Apostle Eli not moved. Not only do I got legal authority, I got spiritual authority. And guess what? What you did never changed anything. Because the strike that I'm sending out is not coming from the cemetery. It's coming from heaven. It's coming from that place you claim that you're going to go when you pass away. Which you ain't going there. But that's beside the point. But it's the place that you're talking about. See, when somebody has the ability to strike from heaven, when they have the ability to strike from outer worlds, we call them extraterrestrial. When somebody has the ability to strike from the 9 realms of the spirit. See, you only feeling the effects here on earth, but the strike really came. That's like when they have snipers out there, and they got to find out where that bullet came from. They see what the bullet done. Some of y'all talking about the obvious. You seen the strike, but you don't know where the strike came from. And then because of the type of bullet, they can tell what type of weapon fired that shot. You understand? See, if you saw the shot where it was fired from, you could probably tell where I sent that from, But because you don't know where that bullet came from, only thing you want to talk about is the obvious. Mafedi Fun Oya. Remember, if you claim to be a part and a practice of Santeria, Lakumi, or Ocha, you do know that Oya and her children Oya is the only Orisha that can go from earth to heaven. She's the only one that can do that. So that striking could come from mid-heaven, which means it could come from the firmaments of heaven. You can be smitten and struck by the sun by day and the moon by night. I could strike you by the pestilence, the creeping things of the earth. When that bird flew on your car, that could be a strike. I could smite through the butterfly, the insect kingdom, the locust, the honey. Then we got Luke, the 22nd chapter, because I need y'all to beef up your clarity about what is the capacity and capabilities of hoodoo. Sometimes I just speak to the earth to find you wherever you at. Long as you connect to Mother Earth, you can be located. Luke 22 and 49. It says, when they which were about him saw that what would follow, they said unto him, Lord, shall we smite with the sword? I wrote down here, we smite with the sword. Choose the instrument in which you choose to hit your opponent. So I am on my day of power. I have been smiting with a piranha. I have been smiting with a python. I have been smiting with a bear claw. I have been smiting with spiders. And I've been smiting with scorpions. And I have a smiting from the distance. Ain't nothing I'm smiting and striking with coming from this earth. It's hidden, but it ain't coming from the earth. You can't block it anyway. It's above your head and it's above the people that are working for you. This is why I tell you guys about getting in the ring with people that are above your measure. Because they have assets. Elijah was not worried. It's too many of you guys not building relationship, and you're trying to learn spells, you're trying to learn incantations, you're trying to learn how to work with certain things. I don't care if somebody know where I live or they don't know where I live. I don't care if somebody know where my church is. Listen, if I was so upset about it, I would not have put my government name out there. I don't care if you work with my name. I don't care if you know who I am. I don't care if you know where I live. I don't care if you know where I have church. I don't care if you know where I work. At the end of the day, my spirit does not dwell. My spirit is not in this world. And my connections are not of this world. My Fedifun, Oya, Smite. Also, Minister Mario's mother in Ocha is Oya as well. We have two different Oyas. So I asked Oya, because she's the ruler of my head, to smite. Smite the individual with sickness from the cemetery. When you are a vessel of the Most High, some of you guys, I want you to understand, hoodoo is powerful. Especially in the hands of somebody that has relationship. Relationship with their ancestors, people that are willing to get up and fight for them, to attend to their call. Remember, even the Lord said, according to the word. Do you have a relationship that spirits are moving according to your word? The reason why my candles work, the reason why my answer, because the spirits are moving according to my petition, my word. The relationship, when they hear my voice, when they hear the frequency from my voice, when lightning strikes, I say, I hear you. When I was getting initiated in the cemetery, Oya starts speaking through the elements. See, if you don't know how your spirit speaks, how can you recognize them when they begin to talk? Huh? You don't know why that bird is speaking like that because you don't understand those vibrations, those clicks, those sounds. But those other birds understand that. Huh? This is what I try to tell y'all about frequency, vibration, and understanding science. Don't let nobody get you out here in the rain with people that you don't understand their striking ability. Huh? You don't understand the type of herbs that I have to strike with. You don't understand the type of sciences that I have to strike with. You don't understand the type of veve. Matter of fact, you did not know this, but I'm going to tell you this because they can't see for you and they can't tell you. I have Minister Mario's Patipimba. But I don't need his Patipimba. I have my own. He's Brazo Forte and Palo. I know his spirit name. I have his Patipimba and I also have his staff. But I don't work with his stuff. I'm saving that for his daughter. I don't need to strike with his energy. I don't need to strike with his spirit. But I have them. If I wanted to, I could. But I don't. Because I got my own. It's sitting right there. I got candles sitting on it right now. When I strike, you don't know whether I'm striking through Obeah, Kabbalah, shamanism. You don't know if I'm striking through Palo. You don't know if I'm striking. All you know, you're getting struck. But you the one said you were protected. You the one said that you were advanced. You the one said that you were in the place. You the one said that your godmother was in the place. You the one said, I didn't make you say all these things. I didn't make you get out here and jaw jack. I didn't make you do the things you did. This is what I trying to tell people. Understand the striking power of what real conjure can do. When somebody is able to call on the divine mother, when they operating, whether it is talking about Malika, whether it is talking about, what's up there, Jazz? So I did told some idiots told another idiot you were using Minister Mario. Yeah. I don't have a need to use Minister Mario. And I'm explaining why I don't have a need to use Minister Mario like that. Because you didn't do that to Minister Mario, you did that unto me. I have my own egoons. I am going through a grieving process. That's why I spend so much time at the cemetery with Minister Mario, because I'm still going through a grieving process, and it makes me feel better when I go out to his grave. You understand? I go out to his grave and I give offering. It's spending time and talking out situations and circumstances with him. It is not to work his grave, huh? Because if I was going to work a grave, it would not be in Wabassa. I have strong ancestors that will whoop some ass about me in Gifford graveyard. If I was working my Egoon, I would be in the Gifford cemetery. I would be in the cemetery in Lauderdale. If I'm not there, there's no reason. I got my own biological father is in the same cemetery that Minister Mario is. If I was going to work somebody's grave, it would be my father. Because my father's a fighter. Those that know my biological father physically ain't never been nothing to be fooled up with. Huh? You understand? So I have too many other people that will stand up and fight relentlessly about me. Question, Apostle question. Do we have to be initiated to work with Orishas? You do not have to. You do not have to be initiated to be a devotee, but you cannot work the pots. Anybody can be a devotee. Devotee means that if you want to give an offering and honor the Orishas, you can do that. What happens is you don't have the license to operate or initiate people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going to say it like this. You should have driving license to drive on these roads, but you don't need license to drive. You need license to be legal if you get stopped for driving. Honoring and showing respect. It's just like somebody doesn't have to be in your family to show them appreciation. You don't have to be a blood relative in order to honor a man or woman. But you also can't walk in there as though you are a bloodline family either. You know what I'm saying? But to tell somebody that they cannot honor their Orishas or the Loas because they're not initiating them, that's just not true. That's not true. Showing respect and veneration for the nature is a beautiful thing. You understand? Just like somebody, in order to have sex with me, you don't have to marry me. And you can have the time of your life. You don't have legal papers on me. You just get inches. Same concept. It's just when people that honoring their Orishas start going around telling people that they can do work for somebody with their Orishas, because you cannot give anybody any legwa, you cannot give anybody no goon, you don't have those life. But being a devotee and honoring, this is a lot of people don't even serve God, but serve Yahshua, but they tell you a minute they're Christian. I've always been drawn to certain Orishas, but I fear not going through the process the right way. Let me say, Sean, I'm gonna say this by my experience. There's a lot of dishonest people out there. It's not their Orisha. Just like it's not Christianity, it's not voodoo, it's not Santeria. It has a lot to do with praying to your ancestors, so your ancestors lead you to the right person, so therefore you get as much information and be as comfortable as you can. You're never going to know everything. Even being initiated in these practice, you're not going to know everything. It is a lifelong journey. What I would say is it is a process of understanding what type of ache that may be available for you in getting involved in that. And the reason why you go through your ancestor, because some ancestor has to walk that path with you. Nobody gets initiated without a spirit of their ancestors being a part of that. That's why they tell you if this is in your ancestry, because a spirit has to walk with you in that practice from your ancestry. And when you get initiated in a house, you become an ancestor of the Moreto or the Egun of that particular pot or that particular Ile. Like I'm also now, because my Padrino is crowned Obatala, I am also part of his ancestry because he initiated me. I have my own ancestry, and then I also got the ancestry of my padrino. In Palo, I have the ancestry of Tim Latera, because that's the pot that I got scratched on. That would be Obatala in Ocha. So that's what it is making things, getting as much information as you can, and being committed. Because I'm gonna say this, Santeria, Lukumi, Ocha is, I thought voodoo was expensive. No, I know voodoo is, real Haitian voodoo work is very expensive. But Ocha, in my opinion, is more expensive. Not in the sense of, the initiation is very costly, or depending on the type of work, right? But the amount of money that you have to spend in Ocha most people don't make that kind of money. So I would encourage anybody to make sure that they're financially able to not only get involved, but be able to take care of those particular rishas. Especially these Mafedi Fun Ochosi and Mafedi Fun Oya, they are the most costly initiation. So me and Mr. Mario in the same house, in the same church, in the same body, that's a lot of money. That's why it's such a big deal. Why people got such a problem. You didn't have a problem with us spending the money to get him go through this process, but all of a sudden you worried about what's being put on a grave. It's a bunch of bullcocking. Understand, being able to strike, and let me tell you something, the reaches are not demonic. Lydia just spoke. Yeah, she said makes sense. Lydia, if you go through Ocha, I want you to think in turn if you were trying to become a doctor or a lawyer. Those type of professions. Any profession, one of our costly profession that you get into, that it costs a lot of money to make money in that profession. Ocha is the same way. It's not for everybody. It really ain't. And I'm talking about, I'm a spender. I am a spender. And this was, for me to tell you it's costly, because I don't think a lot of things are expensive. But I would tell you, even from somebody that used to spending big money, this is costly. And if you're not trying to get the right things, and then if people are not spending the right money on you through that process, that means they're not giving you the right tools. They're not utilizing the right animal. Because a lot of it has a lot to do with animals. Like, I strike sometimes with my ram's horn. Ruled by, in Ocha is Shango, but also is ruled by Mars, the ram. What are my thoughts on Ifa? Ifa is, to me, is more like dealing with divination or ruler. Those priests and priestesses of that of Ifa. Ifa is a good religion. Me personally, I do too much dark work. I am too aggressive. I had to go through Ifa to get my guardian angel pulled. I had to go through both me and Minister Mar had to go through Ifa to make sure that those are the reaches that go on my head. I had to go through that. And yeah, Lydia said it's for life. Once you're crowned, it's for life. The same thing in voodoo. When you get true voodoo initiated, and it's for life. Your soul are tied to those spirits for life. I don't have a problem with it because I came here to do this work. So I don't have a problem with giving myself to spirits like that. And Darius is going to strike through Stop Gossip. We're gonna start using that terminology. Darius is gonna use. He's gonna strike through Stop Gossip. Mental clarity. And peace incense. But those are the things, like if I work with hoodoo has a lot of ability to deal with your ancestors, but hoodoo has a lot to do with herbs and stuff. And so therefore you got to learn how to awaken those herbs and strike with certain herbs out there. Vandal root is something that I like to work with because vandal root is very treacherous. It is also ruled by Venus. I love working with vandal root. It's a very stinky herb, but it is very effective. Knotwood, It's a wood, a particular herb that is a weed that is used to bind, and I like to tangle people up, to restrict them from offending me, impeding my success, my prosperity. Binding is not just about trying to tie up somebody. Binding is trying to restricting people from being able to interfere in your successes, in your prosperity, or your relationship. Okay. What? Italy Milan. What? I'm gonna wait till somebody else make a comment because I can't read her comment. Stop gossip. I'll wait till it come up, then I answer your question. Stop gossip. We're gonna. How you feel about people moving towards the voodoo? I love voodoo. Voodoo is my first love. Even though I enjoy Ocha, I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I think voodoo is a very powerful religion. I will always honor my Loas. I will always love them the most because that is my first love. I love that they're very protective. They're very nurturing. They have made me very successful in situations and circumstances. They when I was going through, me and Minister Samara was going through a lot of these situations and circumstances in Ocha and going down that pathway. It was my voodoo spirits that protected us. It was my voodoo spirits that were turning things around. I have nothing but mad respect for voodoo. I feel like it should be something in your path, though. In your ancestry, somebody in your ancestry needs to be practicing that particular art. But I love voodoo, mostly Haitian voodoo. I love the style that Haitians practice voodoo. I like the way voodoo hits. Voodoo hits hard. Palo hits hard. Hoodoo hits hard. And please do not sleep on Obia. Don't. And especially if a man or woman has a relationship with them spirits, that's if you want to really see the glory of a tradition, watch a man or woman that has relationship and those spirits have relationship, and when they speak, those spirits gonna move, and that's when you're gonna see all like, oh my God, because those spirits don't play about that particular individual. Now there might be other people in that same tradition and working with those spirits, but that person that is really chosen to be that mambo or that bokor or that voodoo assant or that mystic in that particular art, oh my God, on today. I loves me some voodoo. Stop gossip, mental clarity. Darius. You got to be, and you. Let me tell y'all something. It's like a boxing. You got to be trained how to strike, and you got to be trained how to be accurate, and you have to be also, when it comes down to striking, you got to know why. Elijah knew exactly why he was asking God to blind his enemies. He wanted God to smite their and remove their eyesight. And then when you follow further down the scripture, he also asked God to remove that blindness. So whoever has that relationship, that's why that spirit is doing what it's doing. I have very strong ties to the cemetery. So when I work the cemetery, they really move for me because I have a very strong relationship with the grave. That's why I speak of myself. I don't speak about other people. And that don't mean that other people can't go and work the cemetery. It is watching somebody that is connected and they got a relationship. Those spirits they're gonna do the most for that person. Peace incense. And I want to say, I don't know if you want me to say that, but I had somebody send me an offering and it was just so ironic that I actually got somebody to bless me today because they knew I was going out to Minister Mario's grave. And when I didn't even know why I got up upset and crying and carrying on today. And then when I went out to the cemetery to see his grave done like it was done. And you know what? That's just so improper. But you know, people gonna do what they're gonna do. But I promise you, whoever did it, and whoever knew about doing that, or whoever conspired. See, I'm the type of person, when I talk to my egoons or my spirit, I'm not concerned just about the person that did it. I'm also concerned about the person that conspired to have it done, or talked about doing it, or can. So all of them involved gonna get some of this. And this is why people want to label me as evil, but I'm not the one bothering you. I'm defending what is mine. I'm defending what I have the right to do. And I have a right to defend however I so choose. Because I wasn't bothering you. For almost 13 years, you weren't nowhere to be seen. You weren't nowhere to be heard. All of a sudden now you care about his grave? You didn't care whether he had medicine. You didn't care if he got back and forth from the doctor. You didn't care if he got back and forth, had food to eat. You don't care about what his daughter had. You was nowhere around. All of a sudden, now that the man has passed on and in a cement crate, all of a sudden you're so concerned. You wasn't threatened by Mario. You didn't have that about Mario when he was living. Why would you have that about him when he's dead? You should have been worried about that when he got crowned. And you still didn't stop. Now all of a sudden you worried? That's not Mario striking, that's me. Mafedi Fun Oya. Mario has said many times he wish he could do what I do. And that's before I ever got crowned. Because I've been a king a long time, you understand? I've been a king for centuries. God just gave me this sexy body to operate my kingship in. And I'm gonna enjoy it while I'm in it. But I've been a king for many, many centuries. I'm a very old soul. That's why my rising sign is Pisces. I'm a very old soul. I've been around journeying these parts a long time. So I know how to strike. I got a database. It will just make your mouth water. Like some of that dry turkey some of y'all had. But working with your Oya, this woman has the ability to strike with fierceness and accuracy. And then I also have received IRO, which is a sister of. And see, the reason why I'm affected with these tools, because I am affected myself. Some of y'all think that you're going to be able to wield that kind of power just because you're in voodoo. Just because everybody that practices voodoo is not a potent and powerful individual. Huh? Let me tell y'all something. I have literally been intimate with somebody and can make them do things that they couldn't do on their own. See, when you know how to strike and you know what you're doing, you can make things happen that other people can't. These ATRs, voodoo, hoodoo, especially those that believe in shamanism, to operate in shamanism is mean that you know how to go in and out of the astral plane. And remember, the Egons live on the astral plane, our ancestors. So you're able to go up there and you're able to draw spirits in from the astral plane and bring them to the earth realm. If you knew how to build the energy of an astral body, if you could create, I can create a whole nother entity on the astral plane to watch over certain situation and follow people on the astral plane. I can do it for a positive reason, or I can do it for a negative reason. So when you're out here giving and supporting Apostle Ely, I hope that you appreciate the fact that I'm being honest with what type of person I am and the mentality that I have. I deal with some of the very same things that many of you guys deal with: family, with relationships, with situations on jobs. I have a job. I work for UP at 20. I strike there. I don't argue with them people. For what? When I got striking power. And whether I choose to use hoodoo to do it, whether I choose to do Kabbalah, whether I choose to use powder, whether I choose to burn a candle, whether I just choose to pray. That's my choice. I want you to know the level of security that I offer. I want you to know the level of understanding that I deliver. I want you to understand that when it comes down to being able to strike, it is about your relationship and with the type of spirit that have the ability to strike. This is the most high moving for Elisha. So all of you that claim that you are walking with the Orishas, there should be more manifestation going on, especially if you say that Ogun striking, especially if you say Zerabanda is striking, especially if you say Ogufare is striking, especially if you're talking about Hecate is striking. Because you say you calling on a queen spirit. And that spirit, if you dealing with Centella has many spirits up under her. And I'm her child, baby, I fear about what? When I go to sleep tonight and my spirit leave my body to come whoop your ass, huh? Your troubles have just begun. Every time I go to sleep, before I go to sleep, I pray about you. Before I descend into my sleep. When I wake up, when my eyes are being opened, you are on my mind. And I let heaven and earth know I need you to avenge me of my adversary. See, you wanted me on my mind, but I control the type of thoughts. You understand? So when you're doing conjure and you understand that how focused an individual may be, you got to understand, I don't need that cemetery. And let me say it like this so you be real clear because you watch my videos. I don't need to go to the cemetery to work the cemetery because I am the cemetery. I don't have to go to the dead when I am a child of the same essence. Bearing some Z, that's me. When you control water, you don't have to go to the ocean. Y'all seen the movie X-Men? Magneto picked up that metal in that man's body. When you know your elements, you recognize your arche in any aspect. Huh? The ground you walk on is a cemetery because you don't know how many dead things have died on the earth that you're walking on. And so therefore I have access to that. I don't have to go to a man-made graveyard to work with the dead. All I got to do is call. And the dead gonna rise. Don't be ignorant. That happened to my spiritual dad. They were trying to keep him from working the cemetery. And they started actually going out there at midnight trying to keep him from going into the cemetery. And he was like, they're so stupid ass. And he did the graveyard ceremony right in his office. Because y'all so stupid. Yeah, I like to be in the nature and the element of things. But I don't have to be there to be there. Don't be that naive and stupid. I can do more graveyard work sitting here right in this chair. I can do voodoo without being in Haiti. I hope y'all got something out of this. I hope you understand what it is to strike. And if you're dealing with adversary and you're dealing with Mafedi, if you got Mafedi Fun Oya from Apostle Ely, I want you to know the striking power of Oya. I want you to know that some of you guys, I work with my IIO for you and I put them candles in there. I want you to know the striking power of my Orishas, my voodoo, my loas, my spirits. I can't speak for nobody else's striking power. But when I do conjure, that's what it is. It's my relationship. All right. And guys, please encourage these people to get around somebody real. Get around somebody that is living this lifestyle. Not learning information, but living the lifestyle. Understanding your connectivity with spirit. Understanding why you sit and listen to Christianity. Turn the other cheek. That's why you keep getting the hell knocked down. You're not protecting your finances. You're not protecting your relationship. And these people coming in and they swinging on you. And you talking about not swinging back because you're a Christian. No, Christ whooped ass. Matter of fact, Christ didn't swing hands. Christ took a whip. Christ picked up a sword. Because even though he told Peter, you live by the sword, die by the sword. You know in Revelation, he coming back with a sword, right? And it's already dipped in blood. So you better understand that the metaphors in the Bible. You need to understand the psychology behind the Bible. So you mess around and let somebody confuse you and let you get out here and get your ass whooped. Because not only you going to be dealt with in this life, you're going to be dealt with in the life to come. Because I'm preparing a place for you. Just like Jesus went and prepared a place for those that follow him. And that malefactor asked Jesus, where you go in paradise, remember me, Lord? Oh, I'm preparing a place for you once you cross over. And it won't be heaven. You're going to learn to stop listening to these ugly, ignorant people and messing with people that ain't messing with you. If y'all learn anything from me and anything from the life that I live out here, don't bother people. People got enough going on in their own life and their own journeys and their own ups and downs that they got to deal with, that at certain ages, they're not going to tolerate it. Don't be out here lying to people about what they have. Don't be out here lying and saying people bothering them or doing conjure or voodoo work on people. And now they done struck somebody. And guess what? You threw the first blow. Not me. Please, I don't care what you learn, how deep you get into these ATR, don't be the type of person that be out here messing with folk. Don't be out here throwing conjure against people just to throw conjure. Because you don't know somebody's striking power. You don't know, don't underestimate, because you might be in Ifa and you might be in Santeria, and you think because somebody in voodoo, they don't have striking power. That is a myth, and sir and ma'am, that's a lie. Huh? Somebody might be in Kabbalah, and you might feel like because you initiated in Apollo that you can go up against them. You have no idea of the capacity that Kabbalah is able to generate, what kind of energy that you're able to do, and the striking power of Kabbalah, because I practice Kabbalah. I know what Kabbalah can do. I done put it on some root worker's ass with Kabbalah. Code for the class. The code should be right in the email. If you look at the up underneath the actual link itself, the code should be directly up under it. Keish. I don't want y'all ignorant. You don't have to continue to be ignorant. I don't mind sharing this information for free. I want us to be more respectful of the ATR. Stop underestimating, leaving one tradition because you feel like it's stronger. When the issue is that you as a weak Christian, you're going to be a weak practitioner in any other religion. You aren't committed in those religions. Yes, people downplay other spiritual systems they do not belong to, but others have power to. Yeah, I think love that. I think that is so ignorant. When the reason why we call them ATRs, because they're all African sciences and they all have different purposes. But because, and there's nothing wrong being proud of what you practice, but I do understand who designed that. And our people that are made in God's image and after God's likeness design those sciences. So I know they are potent because we are potent people. Now, because you're not effective in those, you may underestimate their power because you don't have certain capability. But you're not going to tell me what messing with devil's shoestring can do if you know what you're doing. With devil's shoestring, huh? The thing that I'm able to do with tobacco, the only reason why some of y'all shifting from one magical system to another, because you yourself do not understand the capacity of that. I have not thrown away any ATR system that I had already had before I got initiated in these other ATRs. I just put them in their proper perspective. But I have a respect for all of them because I have a respect for my energy. Huh? There's a reason why you don't want to follow people that are wanderers. They can't really tell you what those ATRs can do because they themselves are not committed. I got you, Keish. Reading for Keish. But when people doing all that talking, I'm a show and tell type of individual. Because a lot of people out here running their mouth. Hear these words which I speak, as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bringing to light of my eyes concerning Keish the Scorpio. Keish the Scorpio. That which is in the dark, bringing to the light of my eyes concerning Keish the Scorpio. Keish the Scorpio. What is it that this Scorpio needs to focus on? What is it that this Scorpio needs to focus on? It's running up and down. What is it that this Leo needs to focus on. Jazz. Jazz, you Sagittarius, correct? Sagittarius. All right. Okay, Keisha, your first card in shadow comes up, long range vision. This means that they want you to lift your head up and look at what the end gonna be. Okay? This card says, Hey Resh Yud. It said, I have the power of clear vision. This is the focus, being clear in your vision and foresight in every part of my life. It said the blindfolds are removed, which means that they want you to focus on what you have been enlightened. And then it says, I can see the full-grown tree with the newly planted seed. I can grasp the cause and effect relationship that governs all reality. My life choices and actions are motivated by ultimate results, not monetary illusion. I can now also see. I can now see more with my mind's eye and feel more with my intuition. This card right here is really speaking to your spirituality, and that's what you need to be concentrating on. And it also saying that you're going to be able to see the potential in things before you ever see the manifestation of a thing. A lot of your confidence has to come from being able to look further down the road and not what immediately is going on. When you're asking for something, it's no different than ordering pizza. You put the order in, and now you have to wait on the delivery. You telling and saying that you hungry ain't going to make that person drive any faster. And now that we got this GPS system where they tell you, oh, we 5 minutes away, we 2 minutes away. And some of us, even with that information, we still answer. We still can't be patient. You already know you're going to get your pizza. Huh? And if they come too late or whatever go wrong, you're going to get your money back. That means there's no loss. So therefore, peace should be that when I ask for something, I'm going to get it. And it said, revealing the dark side. Oh, I love this. Yud Chet Va. It said, light shines. I recognize the negative forces still active within me. My reactive impulses are no longer a mystery. With the power of this name, they become history. When you are getting rid of certain traits about yourself that you do not want to operate in, understand that they are not going nowhere. Okay? What that means is you get to a level of maturity of understanding that you don't want to operate on your lower version. This card right here is talking about operating on your lower version. You want to raise your frequency. You want to purposely, intently raise your vibration so you are operating in the higher version of your aspect. What happens is because a lot of us are not doing our work and our cleansing, we vibrate on a very low level, and so therefore we're always operating in our lower chakra. You want to be able to elevate your energy so you can operate in your higher chakra, some of your third eye, whether it's your crown chakra, whether it's your throat chakra. You want to be able to operate through those energies because that's different information. The higher vibration, the better the information. Then your outcome card, global transformation, Scorpio. This is not only you're going to be changed by the things that you do for yourself, you're going to be changed about how you experience the world. The world is also going to transform you. The world of experiences. Stop running from these attributes and embrace it, and it makes your ride a lot easier. I love this card, a Yin Shin Lamed. It said, I reflect upon the spiritual truth that the world's peace begins with the peace within my own heart. And then it says, with this name, I speed my own transformation and strengthen the forces of peace throughout the world. Your outcome card, the more that you move forward, is the more that you're going to be able to transform into the divine being that you were created to be. What's up there, Jeremy? I gotta wait. My Sagittarius, I'm going to answer your question in a minute, Keith. I forgot what time we got to go to work in the morning. All right, Jazz, are you ready? Let me know you're listening, Jazz, and then I'm going to flip these cards for you. I think that the more you learn, because like with me, with Scorpio, that fixed energy, you want to remain. It's not that you run, is that your natural state is fixed energy. So change is something that you don't want to do because it's more natural, more comfortable for you to be steady and consistent in whatever you feel, think, or believe. But when Oya comes in, she brings about the change of transformation. And you got to be willing to go from that caterpillar to that butterfly. All right, Jazz. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bringing to the light of my eyes concerning Jazz the Sagittarius. Jazz the Sagittarius. That which is in the dark, bringing to the light of my eyes concerning this Sagittarius. What is it that this Sagittarian Jazz... What is it that this Sagittarius needs to focus on? What is it that this Sagittarius needs to focus on? Look at God. Speak, Lord. Speak to me. Jazz, your first card says in shadow that your focal point needs to be on passion. The effective fervent prayer of a righteous man or woman availeth much. Your passion is the focus. What is it? What is your passion? It says a yin mem mem. It said this name stokes the fires of passion. Something is that they're talking about that you need to be encouraged there's one instance where something is ignited. You have passion, but it says to fan the fires of your passion in your heart and soul. These letters give me the power to maintain serenity, devotion, and correct. This is important for Sagittarius. Correct consciousness in my prayers, meditation, and spiritual connection. In other words, they want you to look at it from the aspect of, instead of asking for strength to climb the rough side of the mountain, ask them for power to speak to the mountain, that the mountain be thou removed. Becoming more creative when it comes down to your prayer. Thinking outside of the box when it comes to petitioning spirit. Flowing in an energy and a frequency of creativity. Then your middle card said absolute certainty. Something is going on. They want you to be show. No guessing, no assuming. It said a yin resh yud. It said by using this name, I fill my heart with certainty, gratitude, conviction, sureness, and trust. Sagittarius, whatever is going on in your life, this your middle card. It is talking about you need to be, as David said, my heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. You have to be solidified in the direction and the intent of you. Because both of these cards are talking about being in the right state of mind, knowing that this is going to come to pass and being good with that. Your outcome card, freedom, Sagittarius. All these cards are speaking Sagittarius, Jupiterian energy. It says, Mem Zadek Resh. It said, I perceive the balance. Look at all your cards talking about alignment. I perceive the balance and harmony that fill all creation, especially in hardships, challenges, and tests that I must face throughout life. Jazz, Sagittarius. It said, with the power of this name, I arise with strength to pass all those tests, to rise to higher levels of my being, and to gain the joy, the fulfillment that accompanies your spiritual transformation. It said, I unlock the chains of ego and achieve freedom. This card is saying, Sagittarius, do not allow your ego. This is your outcome card. These are things to come. A lot of things will manifest better for you if you get out of ego. Because these cards right here talking about the higher mind. You should be operating in the higher mind. But you are dealing with some stuff, but they are there to transform. I receive that I have been contemplating of getting my elbow. Yep. Don't contemplate no more. They said this is so true. Yep. Come get mine done. But this right here, everything's a green light. Like if there was no other time that you should be feeling confident to make certain moves, it is now. This is like when the scripture talking about the water is troubled, it's time to jump. It's like the man was sitting in the chair and he said, no man, you done got that close to the water and it's trouble and you first in line, it's time to stop, drop, and roll. Did you hear what I'm saying, Jazz? As a Sagittarius, if you can't jump in there, it's time to stop, drop, and roll. But there's no reason whatsoever that you can't accomplish. That Sagittarius energy is strong. Especially in this read. All right, I think I got everybody. I have so much appreciation for many of you guys. And when I tell you I have gratitude for my platform, to each and every one of you guys that follow me, that just with me 100%. And no matter what your religion is, no matter what your tradition is, that you show me so much honor and respect, I want you to know I appreciate that. And I'm telling you that it has helped me go through a lot of situations and circumstances, especially what I have been going through this year, losing Minister Mario in June the 21st. Some of these people act like this happened last year sometime. And if I still was grieving, that's still my business. But the point is, this is still a fresh situation that I'm dealing with. And so I want y'all to understand that my platform and the love that you guys show, and I want to especially thank Bo for how he has been there and just showing that love. Like, there's some of you guys that move for me, and I'm not even on live. There's some of you guys that are doing stuff for me that you know, Apostle, whatever you need to do. Let me tell y'all something. I have so much gratitude because this doesn't happen to every spiritualist. This does not happen to everybody's platform. And I was able to get Minister Mario crown, and then you guys helped me get myself crowned, my Fedi from Oya. And I want y'all to know I appreciate each and every sacrifice. I don't forget, just like I don't forget my enemies, I don't forget my friends either. I live in duality. I don't forget the people that hurt me, and I don't forget the people that helped me. Everybody get paid. All right? So I want you to know from Apostle Ely, whether you ever met me physically or not, I want you to know I am fine. I mean sexy fine. On my day of power, I am truly a child of Oya. I am truly a child of Oshun. For real. Thank you, Chief Apostle, for your wisdom and your knowledge. Thank you there, my son. I appreciate you all. And let me tell y'all something. I don't take it lightly that some of you guys call me Dad, Pop, or Chief Apostle. I appreciate how you guys address me. I'm getting my seventh chakra tomorrow if you coming on. Yeah, I'll be making some money, but I will be on probably around the same time. Because I don't know, depending on what we have on our truck, how long I'm going to be on there. But I'm going to be making my bread. But I will definitely be on tomorrow. All right? I love you all. I appreciate you. And I ask that you guys really show gratitude today and understanding what life would be without certain things. And therefore, you know the value of that thing in your life. And therefore, at that point, you can show true gratitude. All right? I love you. Hit that like button and comment. And subscribe. I love y'all, and I'm excited about what we're going to be doing in the near future. God bless.